Hello and welcome back to Advent Day 3. 3rd day of December. Chugging along nicely now, hopefully. You are too. Without any more waffle from me. You don't want me here. You're here for the effect calendars, not for my personality. I don't have one. Let's go to... I've just noticed December 25th. You know, usually it's like the grand prize. It's one of the smallest little envelopes on this calendar. Day 3 then, eh? Day 3 on Bethesda's Wild Ride. I want to get off Bethesda's Wild Ride. Where is day 3? Day 3, 4, 7, 6, 3. We found it. Little Christmas tree. Definitely not related to Fallout in any way. Some of the art on here also questionable. Oh my god, I'm not going to be able to get it. Okay, it's ripped. Oh, and it's come off the calendar. It's come off the calendar. Yeah. Happy holidays. What is it? What was it before I bent it? Oh, it's some Christmas cards. Gift tags.
Sorry, yeah.
Fallout gift tags. Well, I guess that's not a terrible thing, is it? It's a shame that I bent them because they're in an envelope the size of something. Electronics calendar. Yes, we're changing orders. Let's do that. Day 3 on the electronics calendar. Day 3, very small compared to the last two. But there is no more massive ones. Oh, okay. Day 3 is a single red LED. So again, we'll slot in the footage when we've made the little challenge thing. So day 3's electronics project thing game is, you'll see these two LEDs are flashing. When we push the button, it stops and one of them lights up and the other one isn't. So basically, you can play heads or tails. For example, green, I don't do this again next year, as in advent calendars. Red, I do. Oh, thank fuck for that. Your go. Is it going to be heads green or tails red? Should we go again? Heads green or tails red? 3, 2, 1. Oh, did you win? Oh, well done, all those that did win, and bad luck to all those that didn't. And one more. Heads, Owen will complete the driver tutorial in the next in December 4th streamers, and tails, he won't ever play driver ever again because I was disappointed with his display the other day. Oh, look at that, Owen, you're going to have to complete the tutorial, I'm sorry. There you go, back to the main video. Well then, sometimes I feel like I do these too quickly, but then I remember that I want to do them quickly because otherwise they take 45 minutes. Day 3 on the Advents calendar. There's the slot. It's a weird shape. It's like a maraca. I don't know why it's like a maraca because I think it's just to make it look like a maraca. Because in fact... Oh, I wasn't expecting to actually be given a screwdriver. Interesting they waited to day 3 to give me the screwdriver. You would have thought that might have been in day 1. But hey, we've not been able to assemble anything yet as far as I know. The instructions are on the thing that I ripped off on day 1, but also so is everything else. Like every item that you're going to get is on that sheet. which seems a bit stupid to me. And now for my favourite bit. The Advent book collection from Peppa Pig. I get myself every time I do that. I don't know why. It's because it comes out so convincing. Day 3. We got a little Christmas grotto. And we've got the train ride. But before we read the train ride, we're going to get our Advents calendar. Our cheese and Advent calendar. Not cheese and anything, just cheese and. No biscuits here. And day 3 is up here. Already spotted it. Let's find out what the joke is. Prepare yourselves, boys and girls. I made a joke about cheese. Let's just say it didn't age well. That was submitted by S. Lake. Thank you, Slake. Today we've got cheddar cheese. Wasn't yesterday's cheddar cheese, but like applewood smoked cheddar cheese. Is everything in this just cheddar cheese? I could look, but I'm not gonna. All the cheeses are on the front here, but I've purposely not looked. So we got cheddar cheese from Ilchester, British cheese, Great British cheese. But first, some niceness for Peppa Pig, the train ride. And the blurb on the back says, Peppa and her class are going on a train ride, but what will happen when Pedro Pony loses his ticket? I don't know. It's so intense I had to have a drink beforehand. Peppa Pig, the train ride. Written by the Peppa Pig people. Read by Dominic Noble. Hire me, Audible. Today, Madame Gazelle, Peppa and her friends are going on a train ride. It's very exciting. Can I see your tickets, please? Mrs. Rabbit asks it's Mr. Rabbit. Oh, okay. Mr. Rabbit asks them. The children wave their tickets in the air. Oh no! I've lost my ticket, Pedro cries. There's your ticket. What is this voice? Madame Gazelle says, pointing to a ticket on the ground. Stupid Pedro. Try not to lose it again, says Mr. Rabbit, smiling at Pedro. And then he blows his whistle. It says, whee! All aboard, calls Miss Rabbit. Okay, Miss Rabbit's turned up now. All aboard, says Miss Rabbit, the train driver. As the train pulls into the station, the children and Mademoiselle jump onto the train and take their seats. The train pulls out of the station and heads down the hill. Toot toot. What are you looking at me with, like, loving eyes or something? I'm unsure. Are you suddenly thinking...
Just the whole thing is just fucking ridiculous, isn't it?
Are you just thinking, oh, he'll make a great dad one day?
No, I was just in particular the fact that Pedro has a fucking Barnsley accent.
That's because I started doing, like, some Italian sort of thing, and I was like, no, that's stereotypical and possibly racist. I won't do that. I don't know how much you could hear of him there if I even left this bit in, but he thought he was confused as to why I'd given a man named Pedro or a child named Pedro a Barnsley accent. Madame Gazelle gives the children an activity sheet. They have to spot a boat, a signal box, and a tunnel. Interesting. I nearly, smacked the mic. That would have been really good. Just then, Peppa says, I can see Grandad Dog. She's a pig. Who's Grandad Dog? Ahoy there! Grandad Dog calls. I don't know what that voice was. They just come out of me. Hooray! The children cheer and they tick their boat. They tick boat on their activity sheets. This, by the way, is a book made for children, and I'm struggling to read it. Oh, this one's particularly bad staple in this one. It's like ripped half the page. That's a shame. Pedro doesn't feel very well, so Madame Gazelle lets him go to the front of the train. For clarity, the picture of Pedro at the front of the train is Pedro driving the train while not feeling very well. Just what you want. Somebody ill to be driving your train. Miss Rabbit lets him wear her hat and drive the train for a bit, which makes him feel much better. Yes, because manual labour always makes me feel much better. To be fair, I once got to go into the cabin, the cockpit, whatever you want to call it, of a tram in London when I was like 5 or 6. One of like my most vivid memories from that period of my life. Didn't do anything, looked at it, there were a billion buttons, went, wow, that looks confusing, and then turned around and left. The train puffs slowly uphill. The train puffs quickly downhill. Whee! Cry the children. The train stops at the junction to let Mrs. Duck, and her friends safely across. A signal box! That's on our list, says Peppa, knowing what a signal box is, which I somehow doubt. Hooray! The children cheer, and then they tick signal box on their activity sheets. Have you ticked signal box on your activity sheet, boys and girls? I hope you have. The cameraman has. I don't know why his name switches every time I talk to him. The train sets off again. Toot toot! Suddenly, it all goes dark. Oh, we're in a tunnel, says Peppa says. A tunnel is the last thing on our list. The children tick tunnel on their activity sheet and give a cheer. Hooray! Bingo! They've all won £50. Last stop, Miss Rabbit calls. But Madame Gazelle, how will we get home? Peppa asks. We are home, Peppa, Madame Gazelle replies sternly. The train has gone on a big circle, so they're right back where they started, angry and wanting a refund because they wanted to go to Barnsley to drop Pedro off at home. Tickets, please, Mr. Rabbit says one last time. Pedro, can I have my hat back? Miss Rabbit asks. When Pedro lifts up the hat, there is his ticket. Oh, that's where I put it, Pedro says. And everybody giggles. And that was the train ride. Why is Pedro suddenly a 30-year-old man from Barnsley? Oh, that's where I put it. Oh, I don't know about you, but I think that the Peppa Pig book is the highlight of this. The cheese is just me going, it's cheese, but smoky.
You're from Barnsley now.
I'm from Barnsley now as well, yes. Now then, guys, back on the road once again.
Having some cheese.
So we've got some cheddar cheese. Not from anywhere in particular. I don't know where Ilchester is. I don't think it exists. And if it does exist, it's a lie. Prove to me it doesn't exist.
Might possibly be from cheddar.
No. Not all cheddar cheese is from cheddar.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Might be from cheddar.
Well, it would say cheddar gourd cheddar cheese if it was from cheddar. I'm loving that they get to hear only half of this argument. Right, we're going to quarter this cheese up. Oh God, it just smells rancid.
So I check it hasn't actually gone rancid.
Yeah, I'd like a adjudication, please. Does cheddar cheese smell like this?
Smells about right.
It smells about right. Great. This is what don't smell cheese.
Smells cheesy.
Less soft than the last one, which means it's less vintage. I don't know what vintage means when it comes to cheese.
Old.
What would be mature, surely?
Oh yeah, really mature. It's vintage.
Yeah. It's windy outside. He says, stalling the cheese. Cheddar cheese, innit? Roll credits. Cheddar cheese, it's like the one cheese that I occasionally have a tiny little bit of and go, that's enough for me. It really does get stuck in your teeth though. What was I meant to do now? So you've just witnessed me having an amnesia moment. Suddenly I've got dementia.
Have you opened all of them?
I've opened all of them. I guess I'll show you the tags. Why not? Something to pad out the video, innit? Whoa, we gotta focus. We gotta focus. We gotta focus. We gotta focus. Come on. It's on autofocus. That's why. There you go. Happy holidays. It's blank on the back, apart from copyright 2012, 2021, Bethesda Softworks Limited Liability Corporation, the ZeniMax Media Corporation. All media rights reserved. Blank on the inside. Then again, you would want a Christmas tag to probably be blank on the inside. Anyway, that is day 3 of Advent complete. Already 3 days into December, not November. We're not in November. If we are, fuck me, I don't know what's happened. Already 3 days into December, and what's that? That's 22 days until Christmas. Yes. Not questioning my own maths there. I will see you tomorrow, where I've almost definitely gone mad. 4 days in, I'll already have snapped. But yes, I'll see you tomorrow for another fantastic cheddar experience and another wonderful story time. But for now, goodbye, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.